I'm Julie Keene. I'm a registered dietitian with the Dallas Metro YMCA. Today I wanted to talk to you about some healthy egg recipes. We're all going to have some extra hard-boiled eggs left over after Easter, so I wanted to show you a quick, easy, and healthy way to use those up. But first I want to tell you why I like eggs so much. I think that eggs are super nutritious. They are full of protein. They are about 1.5 grams of saturated fat, 5 grams of fat total, 6 grams of protein, and about 72 calories and no carbohydrates, all in one large egg. Today we're going to use a recipe that calls for hard-boiled eggs. So you can boil your eggs ahead of time. You can Google how to do that, use your favorite method. My favorite method is just to put the eggs in a pot of water that covers the eggs by about 1 inch or so, and then bring all of that to a very gentle boil. Once it starts boiling, start your timer for 10 minutes, and then after 10 minutes, take them off and rinse them with cold water to stop the cooking, and peel them as soon as they cool off so that they peel a little bit easier. So for this recipe, we're going to use 6 hard-boiled eggs that you peeled. We're going to use half a cup of Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt, no flavors. I like this better than just plain yogurt. Greek yogurt has a lot of creaminess, texture to it, and it's very tasty. We're going to use a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. I had stone ground in my fridge, and that works as well. We're going to use 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of smoked paprika, and a little bit more, a couple dashes at the end to make them pretty. And we're going to use 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. If you want, you can also add a little bit of cayenne. This is what our finished product is going to look like, so let's get started. What we're going to do with these eggs is we're actually going to slice these lengthwise. So slice all 6 of these eggs lengthwise. We're going to take a spoon and we're going to spoon out the yolk, which actually usually will pop out. This one particular egg got a little sticky on me, so sometimes that'll happen to you, but a lot of times they'll just pop out. So these other ones will probably go a little faster. We're going to pop all the yolks out of the eggs, because that is what we're going to mix with our spices and our Greek yogurt in order to make the inside. I only boiled 6 eggs, so I'm going to have to get this video right on the first time. No pressure there. Okay, so now I've already measured out 1/2 cup, as we talked about, plain Greek yogurt. I like Greek yogurt. It tastes a little richer than just plain yogurt. We're also going to do a tablespoon of mustard. I shook this up really well ahead of time because sometimes there's like a layer of vinegar in there that gets a little messy on top. We're going to do 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Oops, I'm sorry, 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I missaid that earlier, sorry about that. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And 1/4 teaspoon of paprika. Sometimes I have to pop these off. Smoked paprika is great. It has a really nice flavor. And then just a couple shakes of pepper. You don't have to get exact on the pepper. It says 1/8 teaspoon in the recipe. But, okay, now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna mix all this up. What I can do also is get a fork, mash those yolks up. So mash all those yolks up with your fork. And then we're just gonna stir this up really good. All of those flavors mixed together. If you like things spicy, another thing you can do is add a little bit of cayenne pepper to this, maybe 1/4 teaspoon or to taste. I left it out, but if you like things spicy, by all means, feel free to add that. Now I'm gonna take my spoon and I'm just going to place a spoonful in here. I've got my little serving plate. So quickly through these. Now, if you are really fancy, or say you're making this for Easter and you want it to look really pretty, some people like to put this filling that we just made into a piping bag, like you would use to make pastry. And you can use that, or you could even put it in a Ziploc bag and cut off the corner and put one of those pretty pastry caps on the end that make it kind of pipe out in a pretty pattern. So some people do that. I'm gonna tell you right now that I feel like it wastes a lot of this yummy egg yolk mixture that we made, but also it can be a little messy, which I don't like, but it does look pretty. But I also feel like when I throw the paprika on top of this, it looks really pretty, and that's good for me. So it kind of hides any imperfections or whatever that you have on there. Okay, so let's get enough. My last egg kind of had a little bit of a casualty and broke. That's okay, we've got a lot of egg snappers in this family. So now I'm gonna grab my paprika lid, which flew off, and we're gonna give these just a little sprinkle. A little closer to the camera. You can see the paprika just makes it so pretty. And no need to even pipe these out pretty because the paprika does its own. So there you go. Those are healthier deviled eggs, and you can enjoy these after Easter and keep your fun dyed Easter eggs going. And these will store well in your fridge for 2 to 3 days. You can put them in a Tupperware and cover them up. Enjoy. Thanks for watching.